Hey guys, TT101 here. So I just want to quickly talk to you about Bitcoin price at the moment. I'm a little bit bullish, to be honest with you. I'm going to explain why in this video. I'm going to keep it short as well for you. So firstly, I want to talk about the 200 weekly MA. I know there's a few of you that's waiting for this to act as support before the next run, as it did back in December 18. So I did the maths earlier, and it appears that, assuming you're also waiting on 5,500, sorry, because that seems to be everybody's target bottom, 5,005, 5,007, somewhere in that region. So assuming we're waiting for this, the 200 MA isn't going to reach there until March time, 2nd of March to the 30th of March. If we get an higher average between here and now, it could come in slightly earlier, no earlier than the 24th of February. I mean, 200 MA entering the 5,500 price range where we would be looking for support. But if the average is lower between now and March, then it'll be more towards the back end of March. So that's just a quick overview on 200 MA and towards the 5,500 support level. There is a chance of it getting there, I'll be honest, but I'm going to talk about shorter term in a moment. I just want to talk about these trend lines on the RSI as well. So in my previous video, I talked about this resistance trend line. That's flipped to support here. However, now we've gone so far beyond it that is kind of redundant. I'll delete that in a second. I just want to talk to you about this descending wedge. On the RSI, it doesn't work the same as on the price chart. A descending wedge on the price chart would see us as bullish. You could argue there's kind of one forming here. But a descending wedge on the RSI with kind of a descending triangle, it's bearish. And what happened is it dropped out of the descending wedge, and this, as I mentioned previously, flipped to support, but now it's redundant because it's too far gone. So let's look at this bottom line on the RSI. So as you can see, it was support, and now it's flipped to resistance. This area here was on the Japan news, the China news. My apologies, on the China news, and yeah, so we had that spike with the price. So I'm not really taking this massively into account. Sorry, but yeah, we're approaching this resistance line. I personally believe that once we break over it, we could find support off it, or we might just break up bullish. I'm not saying bullish long term, I'm talking bullish short term. There's a lot of resistance levels on the way. I'm going to pull this out the way now also. And as you can see, shorter term, this previous support level is actually short term, obviously, resistance. But it was always going to act as resistance as the first hit. Hopefully now we can see some break above it, and then it'll act as support again, and we'll keep on moving up above the 50 RSI, onwards and upwards. Let's have a look at the daily chart here. Zoom out, sorry. So the 200 MA, you can see we're below it, and it's going to start taper off. So it's going to start downtrending soon, and yeah, so that's going to act as resistance against us, along with these previous support resistance levels. Sorry about my cold, guys. As I mentioned in my previous video, a close above this level here, especially a close above 10,200, and I would be very bullish. And I'm not talking £20,000 bullish. I'm talking $20,000 bullish. My apologies. I'm talking $60,000 bullish, if not more. You could hold me to that, guys. I really do see that incoming. It's just where is the bottom first? Are we at the bottom, or have we got one more leg to go? I just want to go back to the weekly quickly, just to mention that you'll see there's no obvious. There's no obvious changing trend. By that I mean there's no divergence on the RSI. You know, if we go to the area, the price has gone up, the RSI has gone up, price has gone down from there. They're all following suit, but it doesn't have to be. There wasn't here either. There was just a massive accumulation phase, and then the breakout. So are we going to see the same again? But the 40 this time acting as support, and we just slowly, gradually make our way up. That's very feasible. But as you can see on the daily, there is a massive divergence. Let's change these two arrows. As you can see, the RSI has gotten a lot stronger. Once the price has gone down. This is a clear change in trend. And then looking at this previous resistance level, the only time we broke it was with the China news once again, so we'll ignore this. But it's been acting as resistance for ages. We've now broken above it, and we're the daily close above it. More importantly, breaking above it is not the problem. Again, the daily close is. So now what I'm looking for is either this to act as support, which I'm assuming would be midnight tonight, or very worst case scenario, the 40 RSI to act as support, and then we should break upwards from there. Like I said, there are a few key support levels, especially this 10,002. Once that goes, and once we get a daily close above there, I expect Bitcoin to really open up, and we'll see some sort of crazy gains again, like back here and back in December 17. So that's all for now, guys, but just let you know my thoughts. At the moment, we could get some sort of price reversal, looks likely. I'm not saying it's done completely because there's quite a few resistance levels to break. So if we are going to go down to that 5,005 level, it could be March time next year, 2020. Other than that, once we do get our bottoms in and we do start to get upside, I'm really excited. I can see 60k easily